Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will look into the differences between shares and debentures. Nowadays, investment in shares and debentures has taken a dominant position in the society, as people of different ages, religion, sex, and race invest their hard-earned money, with an aim of getting better returns. While shares refers to the share capital of the company, it describes the right of the holder to the specified amount of the share capital of the company. Conversely, debenture implies a long-term instrument showing the debt of the company towards the external party. It yields a definite rate of interest, issued by the company, may or may not be secured against assets, that is, stock. So, let's look into the basic differences between shares and debentures in a tabular form. Difference number 1. The shares are the owned funds of the company, whereas the debentures are the borrowed funds of the company. Number 2. Shares represent the capital of the company, whereas debentures represent the debt of the company. Number 3. The holder of shares is known as shareholder, whereas the holder of debentures is known as debenture holder. Number 4. Status of shares holders are as owners of shares, whereas status of the holder of debentures are creditors. Number 5. The income earned on shares is the dividend, whereas the income earned on debentures is interest. Number 6. In case of share, the payment of dividend can be made only out of current profits of the business and not otherwise, whereas the interest on debentures which has to be paid by the company to debenture holders, no matter company has earned profit or not. Number 7. Dividend is not a business expense and so is not allowed as deduction. On the contrary, interest on debentures is an expense and so allowed as a deduction. Number 8. There is no security charge created for payment of shares. Conversely, security charge is created for the payment of debentures. Number 9. The holders of shares have voting rights, whereas the holders of debentures do not have any voting rights. Number 10. Shares can never be converted into debentures, whereas debentures can be converted into shares. Number 11. Repayment in the event of winding up shares are repaid after the payment of all the liabilities, whereas debentures get priority over shares, and so they are repaid before shares. Number 12. Dividend on shares is an appropriation of profit, whereas interest on debentures is a charge against profit. And difference number 13. No trust deed is executed in case of shares, whereas when the debentures are issued to the public, trust deed must be executed.